Welcome to the Home Talk Podcast, brought to you by Bet Niger, your home of Bet Boom. If it is exciting, if it is heart thumping, if we are going to banter and troll your club, then you know it is happening here. Make I first give you that information when go happen now before I come they talk, they go. I beg. Maximum payout is now 200 million. That one means say leave 1 million, leave 5 million, leave 10 million. I dare say leave 100 million. Go for 200 million. Now only Bet Niger they run am. Then go sew Ankara for you. Bring people when go dance for you. Your whole street go know. Government go, you go know say you win something on top of Bet Niger. And also please subscribe at Bet Niger YouTube so that all these updates as we they drop them, you go they get them and you go they up to date. Now people that also view our episodes stand a chance to win. Oh, how do you do this? Participate. You can help us with suggestions. Give us topics to discuss. And once we come here and discuss, I will tell you, say, Shegun Agbaje, now your topic will they discuss, so send your account number. Let's fund your account so that you can go on Bet Niger. And boom! Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the amazing people that have joined me on this episode. As gentlemen, we'll begin with the lady. She has been through a lot. I don't know if she has come out of a lot that she has been going through, but maybe we cool her from all the tension that she felt. The one and the only first daughter of Manchester United, who has been through a lot of heartbreak, heartache, and heartquake. Joyce
HM, let me heal now. Let me heal. What is all this? You're not
insult upon injury. Sorry. Congratulations on the
Education
Center for Education and Night Studies Cup that Manchester United won in Malaysia. Well done.
Hong Kong trophy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is the Ronaldinho on the microphone. When it comes to punditry in Sabiam, when it comes to commentary in a leader, ball knowledge the waste. I quote him anywhere. But now PSG now fall in hand. The one and the only Sawadinho!
We'll go again next season.
Next season as usual. Have you recovered from PSG's success?
No, PSG success was never a problem to me.
But you did not want them to win.
No, I didn't say I didn't want them to win.
No, yes, you didn't want them to win.
No, I didn't say I didn't want them to win.
You were rooting for...
I was rooting for Inter Milan.
Yeah. So what now happened?
They disgraced themselves. Finish.
Okay, it's okay. No problem. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest in the building. This man, na embodiment of knowledge. This man, na creative genius. In fact, if I call him creative genius, it could be like, say, I the undermine. He's a national grid of creativity. The man is smart. The man is cool. The man is calm. The man is calculated. He's extremely funny and very knowledgeable. Unfortunately, with all of these great qualities, he's an Arsenal fan.
So what's wrong with that?
Yeah?
What's wrong with that?
Something is...
Unfortunately, how?
So what's wrong with
The one and the only MC Lively!
Fortunately, please, not unfortunately.
Okay, fortunately.
I remember that moment when I wanted to choose between Man U and Arsenal. Thank God for my life.
Wow. Wow.
If not, you wouldn't have been at this level.
I forget like some people now.
Wow. Sorry. How can you support a club where for like 20
You're
years
supposed to be the host.
you have never raised your hand
You're supposed to be the host, not an analyst.
It's okay. Let's go. No problem. Make we go this break. Once we go this break, come back. We'll enter into the discussion straight. Not go anywhere. We come back now. The Home Talk Podcast.
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing Bet Boom. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on Bet Niger.
Welcome back to the Home Talk Podcast, brought to you by Bet Niger, your home of Bet Boom. This is the weekly roundup segment. All of the action that happened in the world of football, we are going to delve into and just share our thoughts. The biggest story for football today, now that glorious night of club football and how it take turn out. So before I proceed, let me just ask you,
Yeah.
One word
for
the UEFA Champions League final. Sawa, one word.
Anticlimax.
Anticlimax.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Lively.
Disappointing.
Disappointing. Now, let's now go into that conversation.
Yeah.
Did anybody see PSG defeating Inter Milan comprehensively? Not be say PSG if you win, but comprehensively. Did anybody in any world, did anybody see that?
The biggest margin we've had in the Champions League final in the last decade has been 2. If I'm not mistaken. And I'm not counting the extra time goals of La Decima, right? I'm not counting the extra time goals of La Decima. It's been two goals, you know. And this is the highest defeat in the history of the competition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is the second highest goals a side has scored in the history of the competition. I think only Real Madrid has scored more goals in the final when they won 7-3, you know, in the history of the competition. So, I mean, it was that's why I called it an anticlimax. It would have been preferable if we had the Inter Barcelona as a final, if they were to or Arsenal Barcelona. You understand? It would have been. I mean,
to just feel good about yourself, Arsenal Barcelona. no problem.
You know, but then it was embarrassing. It was disappointing. It was everything that is not good.
Joyce.
Yeah, I think the problem Inter had was they sat back too early. They let PSG find their rhythm on time. And immediately PSG were able to press them and get that first goal. It was free fall. It was free running for PSG. And this is not just Inter Milan just failing at the final. We have to give credit to PSG and how amazing. That team is a monstrous team. That team, the only person above 30 in that team is Marquinhos. That team, we have 25-year-old, 20-year-olds running. Look at Desiree Doué. Desiree Doué, I think
he's just 19, right?
It's just 19. They bought him from when? Rennes. Last season. Is running ragged. PSG is just, they're just amazing.
All right. So, Lively, I would ask a different question, and it's because you have mentioned this PSG side and what we all saw on the night. Now, let us not forget that PSG the owners have invested so much in this side, and they wanted desperately to win the Champions League. We saw Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi, Neymar Jr. But the way when the relationship take end, it just be like say, those ones just look the club, say this thing not possible.
No, if you work.
But the time we will not expect them, we don't see them. I would like to ask you, Lively, do you think that, especially as an Arsenal fan that your people have been building for the past 5 years, do you think that this PSG side would go on to maybe surpass, consolidate, and just shock the world of football? Open a new chapter in the history, dominate. They would go on to dominate.
I think they are very capable of dominating.
Yes.
I was really scared. I'm not going to lie. They are the only side that scare me now as a team, because I think my team is very solid. I think the Arsenal team is very solid. I think that
you have to mention that. It's okay, no problem. No, sorry.
I have to mention that I expect Man U fans will see PSG as a super team. Because of course.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know,
it's okay.
Because of the gap.
It's okay.
I mean, we have a group chat where when we were playing the final, one guy just comes out. See, every time I'm watching PSG, it's like I'm watching a different sport. He's a Man U fan anyway.
He can't relate.
So but you get my point, have you?
Yes.
Thank you. But really, I think that PSG can really dominate football in the next few years. Amongst many other reasons, because their team is very young, and it looks like these guys are so hungry. In that final, they brought in like some 5 boys that have never. One is Malulu, one is Kalulu, one even scored one fire. No, I even know Zaire. Those ones are even a bit more popular. But there are some like 5 boys that I've never seen in my life before that they just brought in. I'm like, where did they bring them from? And they came in and they never looked out of place. So I think that they are the team to watch out for.
Interesting.
I think even give testament to how teamwork works instead of building the old Galactico superstar team. And now they are just a team that is gelling, not a bunch of individual heads just running to score goals.
All right. So we watch football. Aside from maybe Sawa that played professionally.
I didn't play professionally.
Some are like grassroots professionally. And then me that
semi-professional.
Watch you.
Exactly.
No, I don't even get deal.
Exactly. Like me too that, featured for my secondary school during Principal's Cup. I want us to look at the tactics of that game.
Yeah.
And maybe what was responsible for the implosion of Inter Milan. Because, no lie.
Yeah.
Now the same Inter when play Barcelona over 2 legs, then score.
Yeah.
We see the side they resilient. But that final, we know say that 90 minutes, but what exactly, in your opinion, do you think was responsible for that collapse? 5 unreplied goals. Like, it just be like, the truth we say, if you tell anybody say PSG beat Inter 5-0, it could be like say that thing undermine every other thing when Inter don't do. Yes. What do you think was responsible?
I don't think it was
tactics of the coach.
I don't think it was tactics. The thing is, Inter Milan had a game plan, which has been their game plan all through the tournament. Soak up the pressure, and catch them on the counter, take your chances. That is their game plan all through the tournament. That's what they've been doing. That's what they did against Barcelona. And luckily for them against Barcelona, they went 2 up twice, over 2 legs. Barcelona had to fight from behind, soak up the pressure, go again and watch those games. Over 2 legs, Barcelona were the better side when it comes to distributing the ball, controlling the ball, and holding possession. Go and watch almost all of their games. They were usually playing the same pattern. Now the difference was PSG were coming and they kept coming.
Yes.
They
just didn't give them a breathing space. They didn't stop. They, normal. For instance, before we came on, Lively was saying something about the PSG Arsenal game. That game was a game of 4 halves, right? The only half that PSG dominated completely was the first half of the first leg.
Fair enough.
The first half of the first leg was the game they dominated, and they dominated completely. So you were thinking, even against Aston Villa were just missing chances because PSG they apply the pressure and then they just relax and you come at them.
And then Donnarumma would rise to the occasion.
And then Donnarumma would rise to the occasion. But at that final, they were coming and they kept coming. They were coming and they kept coming. And then they scored 2 goals. The moment they scored the second goal, Inter Milan was completely deflated.
Done.
You understand?
Done.
They could not just come back. And the worst thing to do when you're playing against teams like that, teams that could keep possession and starve you of possession, is that if you just give up,
they will keep scoring.
They will keep coming. They will keep coming.
And you know what is funny? Some teams will just say, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4. Let's just knock the ball around.
No, it's as if they wanted to prove a point.
They kept coming.
This is our time.
Luis Enrique celebrating even the 4th goal.
They jump for body, even the 5th goal.
There are young boys who are trying to make history. Those guys don't have respect. We're just talking about Gen Zs and how Gen Zs don't respect. Gen Zs don't respect you.
Nobody.
They don't respect you.
Because if it was a Barcelona now, they'll try and keep it respectful.
Just knock the ball around.
They'll keep it respectful. They'll just probably play to the gallery. Something reminiscent of what we used to have JJ and Kanu and the rest of them do if the Super Eagles were in a comfortable league. Play to the gallery, entertain the fans. Barcelona will probably do that. Lamine Yamal will probably do a few step overs here and there. Rafinha will want to do a few samba, whatever. But these guys, it be like say, they were just coming. They were just coming.
Anything.
So that was the point. That was the difference. They were coming. They kept coming from minute 1 to minute 30. The referee did not even allow 30 seconds extra time.
Just 1 second.
Not 1 second extra time.
Immediately was the 90th minute. Yes.
At the 90th minute, they just ended the game. Because these guys were coming and this is just like a boxing bout.
They could have scored more.
I'm telling you, it was like a boxing bout where you say, you don't say this guy, if they don't beat him in win, people don't want to throw in the towel. Because if that referee could end that game in the 85th minute, he would have done that.
Yes.
He was just waiting.
Save them.
I'm telling you.
Wow. Congratulations to PSG. I mean, first in their history, really very big. Luis Enrique, the man don't try, especially the personal loss when the man don't get to deal with. The last time he won managing a club side, his daughter was there. Unfortunately, she's deceased, but she's in heaven smiling down, and it was a good one for him. Now let's talk about, and I would love to start with Lively, a team that I know you love to hate. I would know initially.
Man U?
No, not Man U. Man U is bigger than Arsenal. Chelsea. Or initially, I would have called them your cross-city rivals. But this time, it be like say they don't come past una now. Let me break it down.
Passat.
Chelsea has now become the first team in football history to win all of the major titles available in Europe.
All right.
Beat Real Betis, mercilessly.
Like I said.
Yes, congratulations,
Like I said,
Joyce. No,
Are you not the host of
Because
the
I said it here.
Are you not the? Are you not? Are you not? Are you not the one asking the
finish.
question?
I said they were going to finish.
Are you now the person? Are you not ashamed?
Thank you.
No, wait, Joyce, congratulations
Thank
for
you.
at least getting one thing right.
Hey.
After all man you put you through, it's a good one. But Lively, let me start with you now. Do you think that this hype now, because Chelsea fans, they say, we are the only team we are now the biggest team in the world. Do you think it is worth the hype, that conference and all that they have won?
Do you think someone who is in the university really cares who's taking first class in college of education?
Or who passed maths and English in common entrance?
No, but wait, if that person, wait. You know you people, wait.
Is it think that any-
No, wait. Let me explain.
I don't chop any knuckle.
Arsenal, they say they be pride of London.
Do you think so?
No,
A first
I am
class,
not the pride
you
of
think a
London.
first class graduate of a university?
Oh no, you're the pride of London.
No.
Cares
You're the pride of
about
London.
Wait.
cares about who passed maths and English in
You see,
common
the
entrance.
flaw in this question now is that Arsenal is not a first class graduate.
I wonder.
Arsenal has never won the Champions League. Arsenal has not won the league in 20 years. Arsenal has not won a title
is
since
HM the
2019.
host of this show,
No, wait,
or-
no, I'm just saying.
And despite that fact, how many titles do Chelsea have?
How many Premier League
Even
titles do you
Everton
have?
have more Premier League titles than Chelsea.
than Chelsea.
Okay.
How many
More
Premier League?
titles.
How many
Oya,
Premier League
okay,
titles do you
Are you
have?
aware?
Chelsea has
Oya,
6.
oya,
We
oya,
have
wait.
13 league titles.
You have 3 Premier League
We have
titles.
13 league
You
titles.
have 3 Premier League
How many
titles.
Premier League titles does Liverpool have?
It's
Premier
okay.
League
Liverpool,
titles.
Liverpool.
2.
So,
Okay,
so,
so-
Are you bigger than
now-
Liverpool?
Oh,
that's
okay.
all right.
Are you bigger than Liverpool?
But Chelsea is
so
bigger.
sorry.
The difference is
Sorry,
a lot now.
He asked you a question.
Yeah.
You answered. You said how many Premier League titles does Liverpool have? So how many do Arsenal have?
3.
So who's bigger?
Liverpool and between Liverpool
So
and
who
Who is
is
in the
bigger?
Premier League.
Based on your own
In the
yardstick,
Premier
your
League,
own
in the Premier
yardstick.
League, Liverpool.
Your own
God.
yardstick.
Liverpool.
Oh,
All right,
In the
it's
Premier
okay.
League, Liverpool.
It's
Why?
okay. It's okay.
Why?
It's okay.
leave this one.
Joyce, why?
Man, you position.
It is clear that Sawa and Lively.
They came to gang up today.
No. And every other Arsenal fan does not rate Chelsea, especially because of that conference.
Do you want to
not
play?
done.
Do you
It was
think
not done.
that there's any big team that starts out their season and say, "Oh, we have a goal this season, and our goal is to win the conference league."
But you want to win every competition that you feature in.
Simple.
I asked you a simple
You can
question.
only beat who is in front of you.
I asked you a simple question.
The competition you're in,
why are
you
they
win.
in front of you? Because
Joyce.
you finished 8th.
Joyce,
We finished 8 and won the
Joyce,
FA Cup now.
Joyce.
We finished 8 and won the FA Cup.
how many conference league titles does Real Madrid have?
Real Madrid has played in Europa League.
How many conference league
How many
titles?
Europa titles do they have?
How many Europa titles do they have?
How many
I
Europa-
think they have, no, they didn't win any Europa League title, but they have played in
why?
Europa League.
Why?
Why?
they
How many
didn't
Europa
win it
League?
now.
How many Europa League titles does Cristiano Ronaldo have?
He didn't play in it.
Why?
Why?
But we can give him a pass because he has won the Champions League
Barcelona played in the Europa League 2 years
and
ago.
lost to Manchester
And lost to Man
United.
United.
Yes.
Why didn't they go on and win it? It was the
Arsenal
same.
played in the
it was
Europa
the same-
League.
It
I
was
wanna
the
ask you a
same.
question.
Yamal and
I wanna
Pedri
ask you a
that was
question.
in that Europa League that Man United knocked them out of. You can only win the competition that you're in.
15-year-old
It doesn't
Yamal.
matter.
15-year-old
50-year-old Yamal.
Furthermore, I want to ask you a question.
Furthermore.
Lewandowski was there. Oh.
In the past 10 years,
Yeah.
Sevilla has won 3 European trophies.
Yes.
Barca, none.
Okay.
So who's been bigger in Europe in the past
In
10
Europe,
years?
Sevilla.
In past 10 years.
In the past 10 years,
Really?
they have not won anything.
Really?
So
Barcelona
because
has not
Sevilla,
won a
because
single-
Sevilla has been finishing 6, 7 and playing Europa.
You said in Europe.
yes.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
Why?
Who's had a better season this season, Inter or Tottenham?
Inter or Tottenham. Inter went to a semi-finals.
Who's had
Eh,
it?
Wait
Who's
now,
had
wait
the best
now.
season?
Let her explain.
Let me explain myself.
Don't
Let me
start
explain
feed that.
myself.
Let her explain.
Let me ex-
It's a simple question. No?
And I guess it's a simple
And she will
question.
give you a
Yes,
simple
now,
answer.
it's simple. Inter went to the semi-finals, got to the semi-finals of the Coppa Italia. They won the league on the last day. They might have won the league on the last day, and they lost the Champions League final on the last day, on the Champions League final
So
day.
who has the better
Who had the
season?
better season?
Tottenham.
All right, no
Let's
problem.
move on.
Let's move on. But I beg.
Man, you position
Wait.
the other We need therapy.
So our viewers would love to hear your take on this particular subject now. This conference where Chelsea don't win and say they don't complete all the major titles for Europe, do you think it is worth the hype? If you agree with Lively, put them. If you disagree, put them. If you agree with Joyce, put them. If you disagree, put them. Now let's move forward. Somebody has won his first trophy in his managerial career, Eric Shell, the Unity Cup, where the Super Eagles of Nigeria defeated the Reggae Boys of Jamaica. Puya. On a penalty we play after we draw for full time.
Yeah.
I would love to ask you, do you think that with this win, the Super Eagles have arrived and finally that World Cup qualifier, we are going to...
The boys that started the game, the boys that played 2 legs, are they all going to play in the World Cup?
80% of them won't.
You understand?
80%.
See,
of them won't.
The good thing about wait now, the good thing about the good thing about the Unity Cup is the fact that we were able to see 1 or 2 players, you know, and all of that, which was what it was meant to be. You understand? I saw someone comment online on X saying he was expecting Maduka to be in goal for the second game against Jamaica and all of that. Yeah, I agree with that, but then I know that Maduka will most likely be in goal against Russia. You understand? So competitions like this, friendly invitations like this, is where you try out, you know, a few legs here and there.
Yeah.
Now we know that for those of us that were shouting at the last World Cup qualifiers invitation at the exclusion of what's his name, Cyril Dessers, we've been justified.
Very true.
We've been justified.
Yeah.
Not including Cyril Dessers in that list. Only Eric Shell could explain. We've been justified. One, at least now we now see that, okay, yes, Cyril Dessers is Super Eagles material. You know, you can now see a few other players that, okay, you've given them the chance. Maybe they did not, you know, make the best out of it. You've also seen that, okay, Sadiq Ismail is also an option in that right back, because we have Olaino, we have Bright Osai Samuel, but Sadiq Ismail is also making a case for himself. You understand? So this is what this invitation is for. Let's try out people that we can inject, because I've always been of the opinion that with the crop of players that constitute the core of the Super Eagles, we would not go anywhere. We would not do anything. So will I sit here now and say the Super Eagles is back? No, I can't say that. I can't say that, because even the 2 games, they were not convincing. We won. You know, that's the thing about winning. It beclouds your judgment sometimes. We won. But against Ghana second half, they finish us. We just won. Against Ghana second half, they finish us. Right? Trinidad and Tobago took Jamaica to the 96th minute. Jamaica scored a 94th minute penalty to win that game against Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago came from 2 goals down to equalize 2-2. But what happened between Trinidad and Tobago and Ghana? Ghana whitewashed them 4-0 in the 3rd place game. Whitewashed them. The golfing class was evident. But that Jamaica that Trinidad and Tobago gave a very hot chase,
came back against us twice.
Maybe because it's a final game and your approach is a lot different.
Matter. I know that every pundit will tell you that no 2 games are the same. True. You understand? True. And I totally agree with that.
All right.
But I can't say that, oh, we are back. Let's see them again against Russia.
Okay.
But that World Cup qualifier, now for Nigerians like you, we see the hope on it.
The boys will do it, I believe.
Okay.
Now let's talk about Manchester United and this signing.
I'm so happy. Anytime you want to talk about I'm so happy.
Matthias Cunha.
Matthias Cunha.
Yeah.
Q in her.
To come and kill you people. Is he the solution to Manchester United's problem when we look at the attack? You know, you have Højlund, you have Zexi.
World-class players.
Yeah, you have, you know what?
You have Mason Mount.
You have
Garnacho.
My God will judge you people.
So,
my God will judge you
people
people.
have spent money now.
Yeah.
And Anthony's coming back.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
He's not
coming
back. They will pay us.
He should go to yes now.
He's happy at the end.
He should go and bring the money. They should go and bring the money.
Yes, over to you, please.
I think is good because we don't suffer for a hand. In the last 2 seasons, when we play Wolves, it's always a thorn in our flesh. And
so you went to buy your problem.
I'm telling you, you went to buy a problem.
Okay.
Maybe go help us.
Maybe go help now.
But and considering the kind of formation that Wolves play, it fits perfectly into because he's not coming into play as a number 9. He's coming into play as that double 10 that we're playing. So it's probably going to be him on either the left hand side or the right hand side of the number 10, playing with probably Ahmad or Bruno Fernandes, depending on if we're still going to get in more players in the season. But it's a good signing for Man United. He's not the problem fixer, but it's a right
All right,
step.
so I know what Sawa and Lively will most likely
You don't know
say.
I
what
don't think
Lively
you should
will
ask
say.
them this question.
If you know what
I don't think
you don't know what
No,
Lively
I
will
don't
say.
think it concerns them.
Let me ask Lively about Liam Delap.
No, but that is not fair.
No,
What
but-
if Lively has researched on Kunya?
Kunya, let him
Which research on
crack
Kunya
it.
be that?
Let him
Why
answer
you
that
answering
research
the
to Liam
line?
Delap.
Q in her eyes.
All right. Oh yeah, so Lively. Liam Delap
Why
to
Man U
Chelsea.
fans they fear me now?
Liam Delap to Chelsea. A lot of people have said that, you know, if you want to spend money on player,
Yeah.
you go for big name players. You know, but Chelsea don't look this 22-year-old. Can't decide, say, it be like, say, this boy fit into waiting they want. And the guy go give them. You know, what do you think of this move from already relegated Ipswich back to Chelsea that will be hoping to challenge for the title next season?
That's it. I feel like that's a long shot for Chelsea, but yeah. I like Delap. I watched him at Ipswich and I had him on my FPL team a number of weeks. Towards the end of the season, it was a bit disappointing because I expected he would have banged in a lot more goals than he did. But I think that in the Chelsea side, they created a lot of chances, and our neighborhood brother makes it an habit to keep losing those chances. So maybe Delap is going to be a better buy for Chelsea. I think it's a bit of a gamble, but then it's not a lot of money, and Chelsea are known to actually splash when they want to buy players. So this time that they are being a bit more conservative and cautious, who knows what's happening. Although they are still very, very much in for Ekitike.
Oh yeah.
So Chelsea is a very confused club.
All right, talking about confusion now. Let's ask what Arsenal exactly is doing in the transfer market. Now, the Arsenal fans, I go leave them to Una. You know, a lot of names.
What do you mean talking about confusion, comma? Let's ask what
Sorry.
Arsenal.
No.
What's the
Okay,
nexus?
okay. Talking about transfers,
Thank you very much.
comma. Let's ask what Arsenal is doing because you know a lot of names, name dropping, but it be like say the activity never really they gel like that.
No, we know they bear now.
Zubimendi, Gyökeres, Osimhen, Benjamin Sesko. You know, get name we will never hear. But what didn't happen?
Oh, you know, when you're talking about the big boys, you'll be linked with the biggest of names.
Yeah,
you
word.
understand.
Word up.
When you're talking about the big boys, you'll be
Word
linked
up.
with it. You can't find these names linked with Man U.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
Even
You can't.
Delap
Even
rejected
Delap.
Man U.
You can't
Delap
find
is
it
like, no,
even
he wants to
Delap.
play. He wants to play in Champions
Yeah,
League.
he wants to play Champions. So it's normal.
Amorim.
Yeah, and then as a big boy, you know, you take your time.
Yeah.
But then
Because there's no pressure. There's no pressure.
No pressure.
We just need a few additions.
because they need you more than you need
Sawa,
them.
you say no pressure
All
now.
this just to
You,
finish
Sawa,
second again,
Oh
though.
yeah, let's
problem.
All
let's
this just
go
to
back.
finish second
let's go,
again,
let's
though.
When we are talking second page, don't talk.
That's very
Second page, don't talk.
Footnote.
Footnote, don't talk.
that's-
Chapter 1 to 5, you're not there. Bibliography, now there you did.
Oh, chai.
Please. So
As except.
I'm telling you. So I really jokes apart, I really wish Arsenal could tidy up the business quite early because I would really want all of them to be available for preseason, right? Whoever we're getting. Our choices differ in terms of the players we want at Arsenal. Aside Zubimendi, that looks like it's a done deal, even though we're waiting for the conclusion of that deal. The contention for between Gyökeres and Sesko, I've always made my opinion clear.
Yeah.
I want a finished product. I want someone that has already started banging in the goals. And I think Gyökeres is the guy. I mean, the guy has scored over 100 goals or almost 100 goals. No, over 100 goals.
Playing in,
two seasons.
playing in Portugal.
It's immaterial.
It is, oh.
It's immaterial.
It is, oh.
See,
This
see,
material.
See,
Thank you. I'll come to your
we'll come
material.
to him.
I'm
Yes,
with
yes.
It has become a habit. There's a way you do something and it becomes a habit. Now, goal scoring has become
Was it a habit for Darwin Nunes?
See, Darwin Nunes did not put in these numbers. People keep referring to Darwin Nunes.
No, but he was
did
highest
not-
goal scorer in
but
the
he did
Portuguese
not
league
put
now.
up
For how
these
many seasons?
numbers.
For how many
No.
seasons?
Leave
How many
seasons.
seasons?
Wait,
He
leave
didn't
how
do
many
it
seasons?
Nunes only
consistently.
scored, was it 26 or 27
Yeah.
goals?
And he didn't do it
He
consistently.
did not
You know
he
what-
didn't do it consistently.
you know what- you know what
Wait,
is
wait,
interesting?
I'm not done.
Are you
I'm
aware
not done.
that out of that 57 goals, 20 na penalty?
See.
If he miss the penalty,
let me tell you,
go.
if you miss Amiko,
If you miss Anko,
Sesko is doing Havertz numbers. Havertz finished as Arsenal's top scorer 19 and 9 league goals. Šeško scored 13 league goals in 33 games. Havertz scored 9 goals. Šeško is doing Havertz numbers.
Where is Šeško coming from?
Germany.
Is it more
Leipzig.
intense when you compare it to Portugal?
It doesn't matter.
Is it not more intense?
See, let me tell you. The finished product now that Arsenal needs to win a title now is Gyökeres.
Finished product.
Now, the
from
finished
Portugal.
product. Arsenal needs a finished product. Arsenal does not need, because this building is taking too long. According to Thierry Henry,
I don't agree.
that building is very tall now. I will allow you to disagree.
I will allow you.
I will allow you to disagree.
Let him go.
Gyökeres, if Arsenal gets that
Legend,
Gyökeres, it's better for me. If you want to get, but now whatever the case is, if you have decided that you want to get, I told you guys in the last episode that of all the strikers that have been linked with Arsenal, the least prolific is Benjamin Šeško, but that is the player Arteta would go for, and that's exactly what is playing out right now. Arsenal has not been linked with Victor Osimhen. He's better than Benjamin Šeško. Gyökeres is currently better than Benjamin Šeško. The least prolific of these top guys, Isak is better than Benjamin Šeško, but Isak, I know, is a dicey one. Newcastle qualifying for Champions League and all of that, so let's not deceive ourselves. That is not going to
And
work.
he even won the
You
Carabao
understand?
Cup last season.
Let's not deceive ourselves. So between Victor Osimhen, Gyökeres, and Benjamin Šeško is the least prolific of all these three. But that's the one Arteta is going for. In the name of project. What is that? What is that?
Church building project.
If that church building now, suppose on finish am.
Maybe na cathedral in the build.
May I now?
Please.
You may.
My Lord, may I?
You may.
Can I may? May I can?
You may can.
I don't agree that Šeško is a project signing.
Okay.
And you see, a lot of times we football fans, number one, we overrate our opinions. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, we like to act as though everything is black and white. Like you mentioned, Gyökeres has been banging in goals in Premier Liga.
Yeah.
Portugal.
Yes.
Number one, that's already a disadvantage. Number two, Gyökeres just started banging in goals 2 seasons or 3 seasons ago. Another thing is Gyökeres is 27. Now, if you check Šeško's numbers, Šeško, since he has been playing for Red Bull Salzburg,
Yes.
this boy has been banging in at least 15 goals from age 17.
In all competitions.
Yes.
Okay.
From age 17. Now, this boy is 21 years old. He just turned 22 last week. He's 21 years old. He has been banging in goals from age 17, 18, 19, 20.
He has been consistent.
Playing in
A tough league.
Tougher league, but then also the team that he's playing with, Salzburg, then he went to Leipzig. Leipzig had a terrible season. Do you realize that Leipzig lost all of their Champions League matches last season?
Imagine.
Now, Leipzig had their total goals, I went to check it in the league, was 50-something. Šeško scored 13.
Wow.
That's almost 30% of their total goals.
Wow.
Now, for a team that performed so poorly and he still came out on top and did well, you should give him some credit. Also because he's young. But furthermore, there's something about gameplay. I think that is not enough to say that, oh, the striker is better. A striker is better. Will the striker fit into your team? I don't think Gyökeres links up the play better than Šeško, which I think is very important for our team. Now, we are assembling a team that doesn't want only one outlet. A team that has several outlets. So it means that if Gyökeres or whoever our striker that comes in, if he scores 25 goals, you have other people that are also scoring 20 goals, other people are scoring 17 goals. That's the type of team that Arteta is trying to assemble, not the type of team where one player will score 30 goals and the next one is scoring 10 goals. That's why you see all of the Arsenal players, their goal tally for this season, you see it's 9, 8, because everybody's helping each other. And I think that Šeško is a much better fit than Osimhen and even Gyökeres when it comes to the gameplay.
This is a player that has
very audacious argument.
This is a player that has never scored 20 league goals in his career.
He's a young boy now, 17 years old. He's a young boy now.
He has never scored 20 league goals in his career.
He just turned 22.
He literally just turned 22 last week.
He just turned 22 last week.
And so what?
Now small picking now.
Small picking, and then
the future is bright.
Yes.
There's a lot ahead of
These are
him.
the type of players that when they come out now and they blow and they score 40 goals now, you'll be asking, why didn't Arteta sign him last season?
Timo Werner came from Leipzig. Nkunku came from Leipzig.
yes. What happened to them?
No,
Chelsea.
I think the common denominator in that is Chelsea.
Chelsea.
So please.
Oh, really?
wow.
It's obvious
Oh,
now.
now there's a common denominator
It's
when it comes to
obvious now,
Chelsea.
it's Chelsea
Oh,
now.
yeah, now.
But do you think
I don't
that the team he features in would also help his potential. Don't you think
so? Of course. If they create a lot of chances for him, he's going to bang in the
I don't think he's a bad strike. Even this Cunha that you are saying if that Cunha come this present Man U.
Oh, I go feel it.
I pity you.
And you didn't ask me about that Cunha, and I was going to answer.
It does not concern you. Does not concern you.
Go ahead.
Cunha. The problem of United is not players. United fans always think that their problem are their players. And then at the end of the season, they say all of their players are shit. This has happened back to back.
Okay.
In 2023, when ETH just came in, they kept saying, he just needs a few summers to sign his own players. He just needs a few summers to sign. Now, he signed his players. Every time they sign those players, go and check Twitter. We are back.
Yes.
When they signed Zexi, we are back. When they signed Casemiro, they said 5 Champions League.
They even called him sexy Zexi.
Oh my goodness. My fans went as far to say that they had the best central midfield in the world when they signed Casemiro, because they had Casemiro, Eriksen, and Kobe Mainu.
When did we finish when Casemiro came into the league?
You finished third. And the next thing you finish 8th. And the next season you finish 15.
Wow.
Second calculation, by next season,
they'll be struggling for top
17, 18. Wow. For more indication.
All right, okay, so we have analyzed.
Saved Man U from relegation.
Okay, all right.
All right.
We have analyzed Tottenham. We have analyzed.
So it's not their players. They need to go back.
So is it the coach?
I think that the coach is actually good.
Yeah.
It may be helpful to him to be less stubborn and try other.
So we have looked at Man U. We have looked at Man U. We have looked at Chelsea.
And Arsenal.
I would want us to look at Arsenal. Yeah. I would want us to look at Liverpool because it'd be like say that they make statements with the moves where they make. We saw Trent Alexander-Arnold exit for Madrid. Frimpong don't come.
Yeah.
We don't see Ritz. We don't see Kekes. It just be like say the way when then they move, the coach gets one particular plan. Should fans of other club size that would like to challenge for the title next season be afraid?
Of course.
Why are you afraid?
Let me get your of course first
Of
before why.
course, because the last time we were here, I said that the only person that can stop Liverpool is Liverpool, and they needed to make reinforcements. And now they are making the reinforcements. I just think the only thing Liverpool need to do right now is not be dependent on Salah the way they were dependent on Salah last season. If they can get somebody that can put in the goals. Luis Diaz is inconsistent.
Darwin Núñez is
inconsistent.
Absent.
If they can get somebody like a Gyökeres or get a person that can score 20 league goals for them, nobody's stopping Liverpool next season. Nobody's stopping Liverpool next season.
Why? Your why now?
No, my why is in response to the question where you said
should other club sides be afraid? Yes,
that's what I'm saying. Why should they be afraid?
They are defending champions. They want to retain titles.
They have signed players. Right, I mean, we've seen so many signings,
which is an indication of that.
We've seen so many hype signings that went south. I mean, we were asking a question before we came on. Where is Mykhailo Mudryk?
No, that one has a problem.
Listen now,
it has a problem.
Where is Mykhailo Mudryk?
He has a problem.
What problem does he have?
Doping problem now.
Forget that one. Forget his football.
You didn't go far. Where is Darwin Núñez?
Where is Darwin Núñez?
That signed 100 million. 100 million.
Where is Darwin Núñez?
100 million.
So where is Darwin Núñez? So that's what I'm saying.
100 million.
So it is one
from
thing.
This same league that you want us to sign Gyökeres from.
It is one.
Because he was banging in goals.
Yes.
In Portugal.
Darwin Núñez was
not banging in goals.
I can tell you that. Take it to the bank. Quote me anywhere.
Yes.
Darwin Núñez was not doing Gyökeres numbers.
It wasn't.
And it takes a level of beast mode.
Yeah.
For you to be doing those numbers
consistently
in Portugal.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
now.
whether it's in Croatia. You must have activated beast mode to be doing Messi Ronaldo numbers.
I agree, Sha.
He's doing Messi Ronaldo numbers. Darwin Núñez was doing 20-something. That's why I'm saying, have you seen Gyökeres?
His build.
Have you seen his build? He's doing Messi Ronaldo numbers. No player in the world is doing Messi Ronaldo numbers now. No player.
Not even Haaland.
No player, not even Mbappe. Mbappe is not doing Messi Ronaldo numbers now. Gyökeres is doing Messi Ronaldo numbers. 50-something a season. No. So that is why I'm saying Núñez and the rest of them that came with all of that hype, You can't compare them to Gyökeres right now. Now, back to Liverpool. They've made signings. I like the fact that they're doing their business quite early. This guy did not do any business last summer.
Yeah.
They just brought in Chiesa. I mean, for the life of me, Chiesa did not even play up to 10 games, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so it is one thing to get these guys. It's another thing to see if they actually fit into the Liverpool system. You understand? Frimpong is coming from Germany, right?
Yeah.
What's his name? Ritz is also coming from Germany. And
Kekes.
I think who?
That Kekes boy from
okay,
Bournemouth.
Kekes is from Bournemouth,
From
right?
Bournemouth,
I'm
yes.
actually a fan of that guy,
Yeah.
right?
I think he's one of the best this season.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm actually a fan of Kekes. I think he will blend in very well. You understand? It's good that they're doing the business early. If they blend into the team, yes, there will be a problem. You understand? But if they fail to get a centre forward again this season, if they fail to get a centre forward, I don't think Salah would have that same season
Never.
again.
I don't think
he's
so.
gonna
All right,
again.
all right, no problem. If you share in the views, please express yourself in the comment section. We would like to engage you. Talk your mind as the team take be you. Now, still the Home Top podcast brought to you by Bet Nigeria, your home of Bet Boom. Boom, boom. Welcome to Bet Boom. Now, for Bet Boom, we dey share the most impressive Bet Boom slips. Tickets that are boomed on Bet Boom stand the chance to win up to 1 billion naira. You go just day your own, use your money play. Bet Nigeria go dey tell you say don't worry. I will shock you by the time you see the outcome. Imagine say you want win 10,000. Bet Nigeria can give you up to 1 billion. I go tear my cloth oh. Now only Bet Nigeria, now they run am. And not be cho. I get evidence and I will give you this evidence so that una go believe. Bet Nigeria is not their mate. Now, this person carry 133,000 naira put on top of 1.28 odds to win 170,240. Maybe money when you go use fuel in car. Bet Nigeria go tell them say, you carry 133k put on top of 1.28. No worry, let me boom it for you. Then come boom that thing from 170,240 to 851,200. Now only Bet Nigeria they run am. This next person carry 331,000 put on top of 1.54 odds. How much you want win? With that 331,000, you won't win 507,740 naira 74 kobo because Bet Nigeria will give you your money reach the kobo. Bet Nigeria come boom that ticket to 1,529,220 kobo. This other person carry 2k. Just look, say, this 5.30 odds, make I put this 2k on top. How much 2k won't give you? 10,612. Bet Nigeria say no. That 10,612 is small. We are going to boom your ticket. Guess how much then boom am to? Imagine say you want win 10,612. Bet Nigeria come boom your ticket to 1,069,209 naira 40 kobo. Your kobo still there intact. Then this last one, now I want give you so that you go get belief. This person carry 300 naira. 300 naira when he's supposed to use buy bread and beans. But he say, I can afford to play with this 300. He carry and go put on top of 86.48 odds. He's supposed to win 38,917 naira 74 kobo. Imagine say 300 naira won't give you 38,000. Bet Nigeria say, this guy you get mind. So we are going to boom your ticket. Imagine person will play with 300 naira when won't win 38,000. Bet Nigeria boom that ticket to 778,354 naira 82 kobo. Now only Bet Nigeria they run am. Boom, 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 boom. Welcome back to the Home Talk podcast brought to you by Bet Nigeria, your home of Bet Boom. It's Sponsors Corner, and we have, my experts. I go like me they wear their lab coat. No. You know, go wear lab coat if you want to discuss this kind one. But we are going into the inner sanctum to discuss.
We are wig and gown.
No, no be wig and gown.
At least we get we put
No,
off.
we get wig and gown. No more than no wear wig and gown. More than carry una whistle. Carry una whistle and carry una cards. Make we enter. So let's discuss now. Now, with what we saw on that night, PSG, Inter Milan, there's a new name that resonates around the world of football.
Yeah.
He made a case for himself. It was a fantastic audition for him on the night.
Yeah.
And his name would not be forgotten. At least, he get people when they the Inter defense, when go remember that boy for a very, very long time. DD. And a lot of people, a lot of people are talking about Doe now, and they are saying that Golden Boy Award for UEFA. May they leave him for the boy. Do we all agree?
No. Why should we leave him? Is Lamine Yamal still in the bracket?
Of course.
Yes, he's in the bracket, yes.
So why should we leave it for Desiree Doué?
Yeah, if Lamine Yamal is still in the bracket, it's still.
eligible.
But Desiree Doué went on to win the
Lamine Yamal
was very instrumental on the night.
Yeah, but
keep Desiree Doué for this season. Lamine Yamal is even in contention for the main Ballon d'Or. So if he's still within the age bracket for Golden Boy, why should we leave it for Desiree Doué?
Because on the night,
but you can
the Champions League final night. Now you see what he did do. You say one night stand.
Not just one night.
Perhaps the most important night in the life of any player.
It doesn't matter.
And Arsenal fans have not experienced that.
Let me ask you a simple question.
And you are saying it's a one night stand.
Lamine Yamal, Desiree Doué. Who are you picking?
On the night.
It's not even just on the night. We have to put in consistency all throughout the season. You have to put the consistency. What Lamar did with Spain also will be in contention for that. But,
and he was 16,
and it was
until the day before the final.
He was 16 then.
Boy.
Unless maybe there is a rule somewhere that says if you've won the award before, you cannot be in that category again. Aside that, there is no young player in the world
right now
that is in Lamine Yamal's level. No young player in the world.
Even Bukayo Saka.
That was even senior than self, but still.
Didi is even much older than. He's even older than Lamine Yamal.
Who?
Yeah.
Didi.
Yes, now he's 19 now. Yamal is 17.
Yamal is 17.
Just 2 years now.
That's what I'm saying. If he's in that bracket, unless there is a rule somewhere that says if you've been nominated there and we've won it before, then you are excluded from that bracket.
All right.
As long as Yamal is in that bracket, no player.
It would appear like
I feel he's still going to win it. I feel Duo is going to win it because he won the quadruple.
Did they won a quadruple?
Yes, they did.
Treble.
They did a quadruple. They won their what's it called?
Their charity shield.
Their charity shield.
Don't really count though.
Don't count that one first.
No, but they go now quadruple for France now. They go count that.
But anytime Ateta saying we community shield,
they go say now fry pan.
It's not a traffic.
No.
It's not a traffic.
You go win them with something else.
You go win
it becomes meaningful.
You go win them with something to get meaningful. Now nobody dey count am for Guardiola now.
I say Ateta, Pep Guardiola win am with something else.
Nobody dey count am for am. Nobody dey count am. Even said yes now. Even said that he's disappointed.
They counted it for you.
He said he's disappointed.
They counted it
for himself.
He counted it.
People when they count, just they count.
He not even happy with
that. A conference where he counted it.
All right, okay.
I said he won the.
What is okay? What is okay?
Okay, let's go.
What is okay? Winner now they thought of
after we don't win you now.
It's okay. By the special grace of God, may we all be counted. Let's move to the next question now. This time now, when we go look the Ballon d'Or gongon, people are saying Ousmane Dembele very instrumental for PSG. Joint top scorer, with Mason Greenwood for the Liga.
Yeah.
He has gone on to win the Champions League, Even on the night itself, even though somehow, boy, the way when he contributes.
Yeah.
And they were awarded him the controversial player of the season.
Do you think that he has done enough ahead of Lamine Yamal and Rafinha for the Ballon d'Or this year?
I think he has.
Yeah.
Ousmane Dembele.
Yes, and I think he deserves it. I think because of the trajectory of his career, how he stumbled and failed, for him to do that, because he's a star boy of the PSG team that has no star boy.
No star boy.
Isn't it crazy that Ousmane Dembele of Barcelona, Ousmane Dembele that used to be the butt of jokes that everybody used to
injury every
apart
season.
from even just
transfer
injury,
the transfer
fee he never lived up to it.
Yeah.
In fact, Barca fans must be so angry.
I mean, we literally had a Barca fan that insulted him on extra. You understand that was referencing the goal he missed against was it Chelsea or who?
You understand? So I think that Ousmane Dembele deserves it. I think Lamine had a fantastic season. You cannot hate on Lamine Yamal. But the fact that they didn't make it to the final just tips the scales in favor of Ousmane Dembele. And I think that he deserves to win
no problem.
I'm not really a fan of awarding such awards simply because your team won or did a clean sweep and all of that. I'm not really a fan of that, right? Ousmane Dembele had a very impressive season, no doubt. But so also did Rafinha, right? Rafinha had an impressive season. Rafinha also won a domestic treble.
But he did not win the Champions League.
I get that. He also won a domestic treble. You understand? And he did not win the Champions League.
Which is now what will separate them.
That I get that. Like I said, that's the tipping point for Ousmane
And Dembele was joint top scorer too.
I get all of that. You understand? But guy, footballically,
True.
footballically, is Dembele your Ballon d'Or winner for this season?
Well,
Why not?
Given
We haven't
what he
been
has
looking
done.
at footballically for
Even
years.
footballically, he played
We
well.
haven't been looking like that for
Even-
years.
Very instrumental
You
for
see
PSG.
that goal that he scored
He's
against
the
us
man.
now? That goal won the tie. That goal that he scored
I
at
get-
5 minutes.
yeah.
That goal won the tie.
I
So even
get that.
footballically,
Well,
he played well.
he played well, but I mean, I will pick Lamine Yamal ahead of Dembele this
All
season.
right, no
That's
problem.
fine.
Let's watch.
That's fine.
Let's see how it goes. But let's talk about Ousmane Dembele. You know, sometimes we do not even have personal connections with these players, but sometimes we look at the trajectory of their career, and you cannot help but feel,
I feel so much joy.
you know, you know, be your brother, but you
feel
would feel,
so
say,
much
oh, this guy
I feel so much joy.
from Borussia Dortmund came. There was a lot of hype.
Yeah.
Got to Barcelona, Barcelona fans, they talk safe, then catch that boy for streets.
Yeah.
They go wound
the
am.
big killer.
They were waiting for him at Yanoworo.
But look at Ousmane Dembele
Within
today.
2 seasons.
Yeah.
I would like to ask you, what do you think is responsible for this transformation? This renewed hope.
You know,
No pressure.
no pressure.
Pressure. Exactly.
That's the thing. No pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Una sure?
No pressure. There's
Luis
no pressure.
Enrique, no, they
See,
take in team
okay,
play.
No,
First
they
of all,
have
see,
no,
first
they,
of all,
they didn't have that pressure.
PSG,
when did the
Barcelona.
hype come?
Or the expectation.
Listen, no pressure. Listen, Ousmane Dembele at Borussia Dortmund, it was clear that this is a star,
Yeah.
right? That's the reason why Barcelona paid that much
Yeah.
money. Even though at the time Barcelona they were running mad. You understand? Because they were just splashing money. Felipe Coutinho,
Yeah.
Dembele, Neymar, just name them. They were just splashing money.
Galacticos.
anyhow.
Abi
You
how
understand?
French people they call their own.
Yeah, whatever they were
Compentre.
doing. So, but then it was evident that Ousmane Dembele, I mean, this is a rare talent, right? And then he went to Barcelona that had Lionel Messi. You understand? And of course, everything revolves around Messi. You understand? So even if you are even good, you will be judged based on Messi's standard.
But he also had his time. Oh. He had the opportunity.
I get that.
Now I said the boy no live up to expectation.
I get
In
that.
fairness, oh.
And then let's also not forget the injuries. as well.
Injuries.
Yes.
Let's not forget the injuries as well. So now you're back to a PSG side where the pressure was just dying off because they had just done what they felt they could do to win. And it did not work.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally assembled the best of the best.
No be lie.
Messi, Neymar, Donnarumma, Wijnaldum. Let's not forget Sergio Ramos. You know, let's not forget Hakimi, Mbappe, and the rest of them. It didn't work, and they just felt like, you know what, Galacticos no work. Maybe we should all rebuild again.
And that's
And
what
luckily,
they
they
did.
got a man that had, you know, the key to unlock it. So I think the little or no pressure on Ousmane Dembele, he said he was the star boy of a team that didn't have a star boy per se. So that little or no pressure is just like a team that has gone on relegation. Now that time they beat Man U. All these teams we no get. All those teams we no get.
Sorry.
Imagine Leicester. Imagine Leicester going to City Ground to take a point from Nottingham Forest. So when you're down, a team that is down,
He who is
fears
down
no
needs
fall.
fear no fall.
Exactly. As man, you don't get down like this, they didn't fear anything again. You understand? So PSG don't go down. So the
All right. Good one for Ousmane Dembele. I'm sure everybody is happy for him.
Yeah.
And I wait till we want. But let's discuss more serious issues now.
Yeah.
Lukaku is the only striker in the top 5 leagues in Europe that attained double digits. Essentially, the striker is supposed to score. But we are in the top 5 leagues in Europe. Oh. Lukaku is the only striker in Europe to have amassed double digits, goals and assists. Goals and assists. We know say primarily the striker is supposed to score. And if opportunity there too, Sevin will also help others too. But he be like say somehow now, the strikers who will get in this age and time, they're not really.
Is he really the only striker that did double digits goals and assists? Did Salah not do double digits goals and assists?
Salah's not a striker now.
Okay, it's come from the
Centre
wing, from the
forward.
right wing.
Unless you
Centre
count
forward.
him as
Traditional
not a
striker.
striker.
Traditional
Traditional
centre
centre
forward.
forward.
Okay.
But what of
that-
Mbappe?
Didn't
Mbappe's assist not be double digits.
Really?
Okay, you're saying that he had double digits assists.
Double digits.
Yes. You see,
okay.
these are the numbers. These are the numbers that are killing
It's
football.
how many goals this year did Napoli score to win this area? I think they scored less than 60 goals.
Yeah, I think so.
Less than 60
And
goals.
Yes,
Scott,
yes, I think they did.
and Scott
They did.
McTominay provided
They did.
like 12.
They
I think they
less than
scored
60
arguably one of the
goals.
lowest
Less than
amount of
60
goals
goals.
of any champion.
Okay,
in
you
the
know what?
Bundesliga.
Conte is
The reason why
They
I
scored
asked
one of,
this-
I think they scored one of the lowest amount of goals of a
the
champion.
reason why I asked this question is
Yeah.
to link it to Chelsea. Because Chelsea still get Nicolas Jackson as their own striker. Do you think it is time for them to eat the humble pie and tell Lukaku, just come back? Let's see.
Is this still on their books?
Yes, now.
It's a lie.
Yes, now.
He's not in San
You don't know how
Pablo.
Chelsea they do.
Yeah.
You don't know how Chelsea they do.
Napoli scored 59 goals
What?
all season.
All season.
To win the league.
59
What? In Italy.
Considered 20 something.
27
27.
all season.
That they are one with the sweet there. Once they don't
know they use how they play.
once they squam is all over.
They don't know how they play.
To the Napoli. But nil.
So, but
What
do you
did they
think
ask
do you think Chelsea? Do you think Chelsea should bring him back?
I
Maybe
don't
you
It didn't
I
work
don't
the
think
first
so.
time. It
I
didn't
don't
work
They've
think
the first
gotten
so.
the
time.
lap now. They did a bullish
I don't
striker,
think
but
so.
I don't think that relationship. I mean,
I don't
didn't
think it
work,
worked.
and I don't think it
It
can
won't
work.
work.
I don't think it will work.
No.
Yeah.
If he slap Enzo Maresca,
that guy no get.
I don't think that.
That guy no get. The guy no he no get joy at all.
Yeah, I don't think any type of coach can
Okay.
coach Napoli.
So I want to put you
Lukaku.
people in a very difficult position now, and I know it is still June, but make we look CAF Footballer of the Year for 2025. Now, you know, a lot of African players did well this season, but whether you like it or not, you have Mo Salah, you have Hakimi, you have Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
Mo Salah, 35 goals, 1 trophy. Hakimi, 9 goals, 3 trophies. Victor Osimhen, with all that he had to deal with in Napoli,
Yeah.
went to Turkey, broke a record that had existed for like 25 years. 2 trophies. And I would love to
37
ask,
goals.
37 goals, 2 trophies. Do you think that it would be very difficult to have somebody who would be, you know, an outright winner for the CAF Footballer of the Year in 2025?
Yes, I think it will be difficult. Consider them had sensational seasons, and ordinarily, because Salah plays in the Premier League, and Premier League is like the toughest league, Salah should like be the highest rated. But Hakimi won the Champions League.
Yeah.
Victor Osimhen, despite the season that he scored a lot of goals, won 2 trophies as well. So I think it's going to be really, really tough, and I don't think that it's a given who's going to win the.
So you cannot make
Player of the
a
Year.
call now.
I cannot make a call.
Joyce,
I
can you
make
make a call?
I think it's going to be Hakimi.
Hakimi.
Sadly, Osimhen is out of contention because it's not top 5 league in the world. He's playing at Galatasaray. He had a
Yeah.
fantastic season,
Yeah.
especially coming back from Napoli and all this, the controversy. Salah fell off in the second half of the season. Hakimi has consistently done it all through
Yeah.
the season. Scored in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
Hand him the title.
Yeah. I think I agree. I think right now Hakimi is leading that race.
Chai.
You know, he's leading that race. And if you go by the analogy of what you won, you know, in the season,
Yeah.
I mean, he did a clean sweep as well with Paris Saint-Germain.
But was he really outstanding like that?
Yes,
for
he
PSG?
was.
He was.
He was.
Like that.
He's arguably,
Very,
yeah, he
very-
was. He's arguably one of the best right backs in the world, and he's adding goals to his
Because
game.
you mentioned
Goals and
9
assists.
goals.
You understand?
How many RBs
exactly.
can
How
you
many
mention
right
now?
In the
backs
Champions
was
League,
that?
I think he scored 4.
You understand?
4 or 5.
Also
5 and
scored in the
6.
Champions
Yes.
League final.
4
Let's
goals
not
and 5
forget,
assists also.
for all of the brilliance of Ademola Lookman, you know, last season, what tipped the award in his favor more
Yeah.
was the hat-trick in the final of the
Yes,
Europa
I
League.
agree.
And now he scored in the final of the Champions League, you know, and Root winning 5-0. You understand? So right now, Hakimi is favorite, and now Morocco will still host the award again. You know, at least this time people will not be
Morocco is hosting
living.
the award.
People will not be living. They will not be living the.
It's okay.
venue.
It's okay. There's nothing that God cannot do. Oh Lord of last minute miracle, God of Fergie time, come through. Osimhen move to Man U. Ah no.
Had it been the AFCON was to be played June, July as initially scheduled,
It would have been a
it
factor.
would have been a factor. But right now, Osimhen would not even be playing in the World Club Cup. Hakimi would I think PSG is in the
Yes,
World
they
Cup.
are.
Hakimi will play.
Yeah, I think
yes.
so, yeah.
Yes.
I think PSG is in the World Club Cup.
Yes.
Yeah. So Hakimi also
don't win now.
They don't win.
All right.
I don't think Liverpool is
Liverpool
also in the
playing? No,
World
they're
Cup.
not.
They are
They're
not.
not.
It's only
Is Liverpool
Chelsea.
playing?
They're not.
I think it's only Chelsea that's
Only
I think
Chelsea.
it's Chelsea and Man City.
Yes.
Oh, Chelsea
Yeah,
and
I
Man
think it's
City,
Chelsea
yes.
and Man City. So
All
Liverpool
right.
is not there. So
Hakimi
it will
don't
also
win.
tip it for him.
All right, no problem. I know say this question I want to ask now. Some people will tell me say you be mumu man, but leave me with my mumu questions.
Okay, but if you're a woman,
I know be mumu
no
man.
ask me more questions.
Luis Enrique,
Okay.
Hansi Flick, and Antonio Conte.
How can somebody call you woman for that question? That's a good question.
Very good question.
Yes.
So, who is the
Enrique.
best manager right now?
Right now. Okay.
Enrique.
Straightforward. You
Ah.
know.
As if it's a tough decision between
It's
Hansi
very,
Flick and...
Exactly.
It's very,
Or
very
is it
tough.
tough?
It's
very, very tough.
I've been saying some people could also say
No,
why is that
no,
kind
no,
of
no, it's
stuff?
very, very
Okay,
tough.
good.
It's very, very
Hansi Flick had no signings. He had to use
Javi's team
academy boys. I mean, that's sensational.
and did a domestic treble
Oh, that's
and was just
sensational.
one
And beat Real Madrid 4 times this season.
exactly
Black and blue.
and was
Last
just
season.
one game away from doing the quadruple.
Yeah.
Not just Real Madrid though. This is a Galacticos Real Madrid.
Yes.
That we expected that once they added Mbappe, it was going to be like the ring.
Bellingham, Vinicius, Mbappe.
It was going to be like this ring in what's this
Game
film?
of Thrones.
No. This film now. This
Yeah,
old man.
I know it. I know the
old man.
movie here.
Now old film.
No, it's not that.
Maybe
one.
move on.
Oh, not be Yoruba ring. Not be Aluwo.
That's already there. Madman.
Okay, so let's
Thanos. Yes.
Thanos.
Okay.
Thanos. Okay. Let's look at Africans last season, and I would want you to do like your top 5 picks.
Yeah.
African players for last season.
We've already picked 3 now. So let's look what
Okay. Everybody agrees that
the 3 will feature in the top
Yeah.
5.
no,
Yeah.
but I want it to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
I want it to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Africans are in Europe.
Yes. Based on their performance last season. For you, Gurasi in 5th position.
Yeah.
Gurasi in 5th position.
Gurasi.
Okay.
Yes. I hope I'm not mixing it up. I think Gurasi.
He did Dortmund now. He played well too last season.
See, there's this guy maybe I will move Gurasi. I love Zamba Aguisa.
Zamba
Oh,
Guisa.
Guisa.
I love him so much. And then he won the league with Napoli.
So he's in your 5th place.
I love him all the time. I'll put him there.
In 5th
I'm
position.
trying to rig
Omar
I'm
Mamouche.
trying to rig Omar Mamouche in.
Mamouche is African.
Yes, he is.
Egyptian.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. I'm trying to. He was my front runner for African Football of the Year, but then he moved.
When he won Siam?
I know now. He
At the
moved
beginning of the
and all of that.
season.
At the beginning of the season.
So, for the club when they play.
So I was trying to rig him in. So let me do Gurasi, Zamba Aguisa.
Then the other 3 way you don't finish. Well, if you come out, now you say you come out Salah.
Ousmane, Salah, Hakimi.
Okay, no problem. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Joyce.
Hakimi,
Ousmane in 3 because of Tokyo.
Hakimi, Salah.
No,
Hakimi.
do 5. Start from 5.
Start from 5. Umbuemo.
5.
Umbuemo.
Yeah.
Umbuemo.
Nicolas Jackson is African.
Mamouche. Then
4.
Then Victor Osimhen, Salah, Hakimi.
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. Lively.
I'll go with Grassi, Mbuemo,
Then,
and then the top 3.
interesting.
Mbuemo did sensational, bro. To score this amount of goals in Brentford is not
Interesting. This is just an aside though, but I feel bad that it's only one Nigerian that made it into.
Oh well, Tolu had a good season. Tolu Arokudare had a good season. But then, if we look at the coefficient factor, which league?
All right.
Yeah.
Dessas had a decent season. Which league? You understand? Lukman was not like last season.
Yeah, he started off really well though.
Yeah, he started off well,
Started really
but
well.
it wasn't like last season and all of that.
He actually had a good season because Atalanta did well.
Yeah.
If not that they fell towards the end of the season.
Yes.
It was like a 3-horse race for
Yes. Okay, interesting. Please, in the comment section, give us your top 5. Start from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you agree, you feel just take from here, put from here. If you get any name where you feel, say, never put this name. Make you put on, even if the person they play for Raymond Stars, Kano Pillars, put them inside. Make we run them like that. Remember, subscribe on YouTube, Bet Niger YouTube, and also if you make suggestions, not be to just come type. Make suggestions. Say Guys, I would love you to discuss that. You go stand the chance to win 250,000 naira. Money day we won't give people. Now still the Bet Naija Home Turf podcast. Boom, 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 boom. Welcome back to the Home Turf podcast brought to you by Bet Naija, your home of Bet Boom. This segment is the hot tips segment. Football never stop. Football never stop. Football never stop. We know say season don't end for the major teams for Europe, but football never stop. So if you still go on top of Bet Naija, you go to put your games and maybe you win. So I'll just run through some of the interesting games that would, you would get to enjoy this weekend. Go on top of Bet Naija, go run them because Sure Bank has still there for front. So there is Estonia against Israel. There is Wales against Liechtenstein. There is Gibraltar against Croatia. We are also going to see Finland versus the Netherlands, Andorra versus England, Albania versus Serbia. In the international friendlies, we would see New Zealand against Ivory Coast, DR Congo against Madagascar, and Georgia against Cape Verde. Go on top of Bet Naija, go arrange your games. You know how we do them now. Go there, go win. Maximum payout 200 million. Leave small money. Go win money when we say when you win them, your neighbors go report you. But it go dey easy for you that time because now people go come your house to come tell you say, Babolore. I Bet Naija they run am. Boom, boom, boom.
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing Bet Boom. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on Bet Naija.
Welcome to the Shaw Banker segment. My guest would join heads and we are going to select games and give you sure odds. Baba, you know as we do, and we don't chop plenty for you. Put your money, go to Bet Naija, and you will go to you smile by the special grace of God. So let's go through these games now. For qualifiers, especially for Europe, one thing when they show and say goals, they plenty. So make we see. There's Estonia versus Israel. Israel win. Goals. Okay, over 1.5. All right. Norway versus Italy. Still goes. Because Paletti the vessel. Goes over 1.5. Yeah. All right. North Macedonia versus Belgium.
Belgium to win.
Belgium to win.
Is it World Cup qualifier?
Yes, World Cup qualifier.
Belgium to win still.
Let's do goals.
Goals.
Over. Well, you can risk Belgium to win.
Risk Belgium to win. Finland versus the Netherlands.
Netherlands win.
Netherlands will win.
Yeah. Netherlands have the hot now.
Straight win, Abi goes.
Straight win.
Netherlands straight win. Make I go back again to that one when we be in the talk, say this thing. North Macedonia, Belgium. Win for Belgium or goals?
North Macedonia, they sometimes they're very tricky.
So Belgium win
Let's
or draw?
go for Belgium win.
Okay, Belgium win. Then Finland, Netherlands. Netherlands win.
Netherlands win.
Okay, Andorra, England.
England
straight win. Okay.
And over safe.
Gibraltar versus Croatia.
Croatia win.
Croatia win. Then Bosnia and Herzegovina versus San Marino.
Over 5.5.
Over 5.5.
Over 5.5.
Abi Bosnia first half win.
Anyone safe.
So which one do we do?
Okay, Bosnia first half win. Bosnia over 4.5.
San Marino
has only won one game in their history.
One game?
One. Their entire history.
One game.
Make you no come be saying that this game now. First 45 minutes no come choco.
I lie.
You can't.
Okay, so Bosnia first half win.
They've been improving anyways.
Okay, so Bosnia
Bosnia over 3.5 at least if you're trying to be very safe. That 3.5, trust me, you know go reach 1.5 odd.
So Bosnia over 3.5 or that game over 3.5.
Bosnia over 3.5 or you put the game over 3.5.
Okay, so Bosnia versus San Marino over 3.5.
Yeah.
Meaning say 4 goals go come for that match. All right, no wahala. When I don't see them now, we don't put the code for the screen. Just go on top of Bet Naija, go run them so that as people they jubilate, you self go follow them jubilate. No can they do I know here. And remember, maximum payout is 200 million naira. Go. Bet Naija, go now, go run them. Welcome to the Prediction Guru segment, where all you need to do is to predict correctly the outcome of 3 games. Before, I dey give 5 games, and I go tell you, say, make you tell me the correct score. Bet Naija come say husband material. We are Bet Naija. We don't like stressing our people. Just give them 3 games. Let them give me the outcome. Outcome means, say, tell me which team go win, which team go lose, and whether that match go end for draw, and you stand a chance to win. Make una collect these 3 games now. The first one, Andorra versus England. Second one, Norway versus Italy. Third one, North Macedonia versus Belgium. Tell me which team go win, which team go lose, and which game go end in draw. Andorra versus England. Norway versus Italy. North Macedonia versus Belgium. Boom! 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 Thank you so much, Sawadinho. Thank you so much, Joyce William. I wish you quick recovery. Kunya will bring you the reprieve and comfort. MC Lively, Oshegon, thank you so much. Boom! Boom! Boom!